what is the relevancy of asking questions? Because from what I understand is that based on my frequency or my beliefs, based on them, I attract the realities. Um, so anything that appears in my awareness is based on the fact of my beliefs. Is that correct?
Yes.
So why not only choose what I want to believe instead of asking questions?
Yes, why not?
Yeah, so my question is like, why are we still communicating with you and asking questions if there simply is only choosing what to believe?
Well, you have not yet believed that that is true.
Exactly.
Until you do so, you will continue to play the game of thinking there is anything to know, which is in itself quite beautiful, for it is a theme that is so prevalent in the creation that you have created. It's all very simple. The moment you decide that all of your problems are resolved and all of the problems of everyone else is resolved, then you will see reality for what it truly is. For you are creating reality, and if you could, and when you could, and you can, circumvent your entire creation to become your preferred creation, then it would. One of the interesting things to see about our creations is that we are deliberately creating them to have something to solve so as to be able to continue to exist. Questions are only necessary in as much as there is someone to question. The last question dissolves when the questioner dissolves. This does not mean existence ceases in that moment. It may or may not, depending on the choice that you make in that moment, to continue the storyline, see how it turns out, or to have some sort of other experience, which any form of experience is as valid as the next. We only address the experience that you are currently choosing for us to address. And you only create the experience that you are currently choosing to create. Part of the question asking and answering process is the realization of the fact that there are loopholes in your own consciousness that lead to the deepest understandings of the fact that there is no reality. We do not speak of truth or reality, we speak of no reality. Simultaneous, infinite reality. This concept is like an eraser on a whiteboard. It removes everything. And yet, you, I, we, consciousness is so unbelievably creative. Creation is so creative that in its infinite creations, it cannot even eliminate one of them, for the whole puzzle would collapse into something. If one reality was eliminated from all of the infinite realities, they would no longer be infinite, and suddenly they would all become real. And it would be a horrid mess. A finite reality is far more terrifying than an infinite one. The realization that you are watching your own movie allows you two things. It allows you the freedom to relax and enjoy it. And it allows you the freedom to start messing with the reel and telling the director which shots to call and playing a different soundtrack. We can only address one consciousness for each of you who is listening. There is only actually one of you who is listening. For each of you has a perception of every other each of you. And in that perception of one, which is your choice, there is the idea that everyone is having the same experience as you, and therefore there are many. But this is both relative and absolute at the same time. There really is only one question. The question is, will you choose to be who you came here to be? For the moment, you make that decision, and unfortunately, until you do choose to be here you came here to be, that remains the only question. After that choice, there are no questions. And before it, there's only one question. All the other questions are simply you saying no. No, I would rather focus on something else that is more pressing in my experience. And there is no judgment. Unless you are judging yourself. But we do like this form of question. It is kind of like the end of The Wizard of Oz, where the dog is peeking under the curtain, saying, well, what is back there? The wizard has all those levers.
Thank you.
Thank you.